R Sharma, Managing Director at JSPL, joining in on the show. A lot of talking points, the input cost pressures, which are clearly evident now. Let's also try and assess the impact of the export duty. Mr. Sharma, hi, good morning. Lots of questions for you. But first, let's start off with the sharp price rise that we have had in input costs, both coking coal as well as iron ore prices. So just wanted to understand how has that impacted your margins and how you think it's going to impact you going forward.
As far as the cost pressures are concerned, yes, in the Q4, there were cost pressures, especially in the month of February and March. And in the month of April, the pressure continued. But today, we are seeing the coking coal prices as well as the iron ore prices, they are cooling down. And this has eased out the input costs. So I think in times to come, we'll be in a position to maintain EBIDTA more than 15,000 crore, more than 15,000 rupees per ton. And this is our aim. We'll be touching somewhere about 8.8 million ton of production in the current financial year, that is 2022-23. And the sales will be somewhere about 8.2 million ton, as against of 7.6 million ton this last year. And we will be a net debt zero company by the end of this particular year.
Right. So are you also considering importing coking coal from Russia? Because we are importing oil after all. Can this be a viable option then?
We do buy from Russia, but not coking coal. We buy mostly PCI coal. But otherwise, in coal, we are now buying from Mozambique. That is our own company. That is subsidiary. We are also buying from Australia, from our company, and we are also buying from South Africa. So I would say that more than 50% of the coking coal is from the captive mines overseas, and balance 50% is being procured and sourced from Australia.
Mr. Sharma, at a time when the Russian and Ukrainian steel has been out of the equation, a lot of the Indian steel players were enjoying the increased export opportunity. But now with the imposition of the duty, will the impact on growth of the steel industry as a whole be affected?
It is very difficult to tell about steel industry as a whole, but we are a little different than the other peer group because we are not in the business of hot rolled coils, galvanized material or color coated at the moment. We are especially in the long products and also the plates. So we are going to continue our exports except for wire rods, because wire rods is required for MSMEs and for the automobile industry. So there, those products will not be exporting, but otherwise we'll be exporting specialty plates, we'll be exporting specialty structures, because we are the largest welded structure manufacturer in the country. So this is a good business. We'll be exporting rails, we'll be exporting other special products like round billets for seamless pipes. So these are the areas, where we can definitely earn a better margin. And our aim is to continue exports to a level about 2.5 million ton in the current financial year also. And our business will not be impacted. The specialty plates where the customers are ready to pay the amount in terms of the impact of export duty, there will be supplying the material. And those who cannot afford paying 15% export duty, they will pull back our order positions. But finally, our aim is to export at about 2.5 million tons in the current financial year also.
So just to understand correctly, are you saying that the impact of the export duty is going to be limited on your company versus the rest of the industry?
You see, the impact of export duty on our peer group or on the industry will definitely be there, especially on the flat products. And the companies, those who are in business of cold rolled, galvanized and color coated sheets. But on JSPL, the impact will be very less.
This is Nantara. what will the decline in the steel prices mean for the sector? You've also seen the government that's coming in as far as an export ban goes. What will be the impact?
Actually, I'm not expecting any more decrease in the steel prices because whatever the correction was to take, it has already taken place. In international market, if you see that more than $100 to $150 per ton, the prices are softened. So similarly in India also, the prices are softened by about 10,000 rupees a ton in flat products, and also in long products about 6,000 to 7,000 rupees a ton. So I think this is the bottom which has already come, and hereafter either the prices will remain stable or there may be a little increase on account of input costs.
So tell us your assessment going forward now that you feel that steel prices are not going to decline further. What's the guidance as far as EBITDA margins for the coming quarters go?
Yeah, the EBITDA per ton will definitely be maintained because of the input costs. So the iron ore prices have come down, coking coal prices have come down, some of the other consumables, the prices have come down. So this will definitely add to overall EBITDA.
Sure. Lastly, how long do you believe the export duty will be in effect? And if you expect it to be in effect for a long time, will you then reconsider your capex plans?
You see, as I told you, export duty impact we are not taking into account now because we are going to be in the business where either there is no export duty on the goods or the customer is ready to bear the export duty impact. So JSPL will not face any adverse impact of export duty in the products what we are going to sell in future. This is one. We will not be in general commodities where export duty cannot be recovered. The other point is the capex. So capex, we already declared capex of 18,000 crores, and we are at a point of no U-turn. So we have already invested a lot of money, and we have to complete this project. So this 18,000 crores of capex will be completed by 2024, and we will reach to a level of about 15 million ton production company by the year 24-25.
R Sharma, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for speaking with us so candidly and explaining how the dynamics within the industry are shaping up right now and functioning.